is it's Weaver again. It's still the 20th of May, 2021. It's about 12:37 in the afternoon on a Thursday. You know, I have done a lot of videos regarding a lot of things I've said and done. I haven't done enough about grief though. I really haven't, and maybe other people have. I don't know. That's the hardest damn thing for me to get through is when I get triggers, and they put me through the emotional roller coaster where I'm tearing myself apart. A simple cartoon or a cartoon series, and you see the rescuing of a family member, and you call them family. And the thing of it is, the terminology, the term of family. You can make a collective people that actually or care about each other. And every time I keep looking at pictures and movies and hearing the terms of family all over the damn place, it's been driving me nuts left and right. I am so torn apart by it all that even seeing a simple cartoon series is enough of a trigger that puts me into an emotional tailspin that I can't even. I have a hard time talking about it. You feel the emotions. You feel the tidal waves. You feel the ebb and the crest, and you also feel the wave action of it. The dips and turns and the twists around. And it's unlike anything anyone else goes through except when they see or feel a family member dying, or it's an emotional heartbreak. A lot of times in my year, a lot of times I've tried to compartmentalize everything. I try to put things into perspective. I try to put things away in my head so I didn't have to deal with the pain. I just blithely went along. When you have your pillars of strength, of courage, of support, of purpose, taken away from you, as it's been for me, loneliness and isolation, sometimes they're just words, but man, you're living in a vacuum. You're living in a vacuum, and it's hard. It's hard to deal with something that's sucking the life out of you one way or another. Cries so damn hard sometimes. You can't even scream loud enough. It's so silent. And it's squeezing the chest and squeezing the heart so much that it's almost practically agony. The ongoing grief cycle is never ending, especially when it's compounded and the barriers are let loose. All hell breaks loose. All the emotions come out. And the pain and the loss, especially. And it tears you apart limb by limb. Sometimes you just you don't know what to do. You try to put it into words and you can't. There are no words for the emotions that are going Three of you at this point. And sometimes they hurt as hell. And other times they feel like they're going to rip your life apart without even realizing it. And it's devastating. And no wonder people are reported to commit suicide or start the process for it. Because living without their loved ones, the ones that gave everything to that loved one, we're not talking about addiction. We're talking about connection. Addiction is one thing. You have the absolute need for this thing and you don't see anything else beyond it but that. And you can't get it back. Some may equate it to death for me. Living in the physical world as it is. Living in the physical world as it is. I have to deal and I have to survive. I have to keep compartmentalizing everything. And on some days that I can actually function. And then there'll be an event, a show, a word, a phrase, a movement, an action done. A smell. Whatever the five senses could detect as a trigger. It puts the brain in motion. It puts the heart, not just exactly the beating pump chamber that you've got in your chest. We're talking about your soul. Puts it into knots. And you're never the same after that. You're never the same. You're just struggling. Even to describe it is hard enough anyway for me to talk about it. One thing for me to do personal recordings all the time to get my thoughts and feelings out. But when I get through these kind of sessions here, it's like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm not quite sure if my heart's going to be giving out right then and there, and I'm almost in a microsecond preparing myself to die. Because I expect myself to collapse at any time. And start hearing my family, and then I'll be looking forward to seeing them again. And then I'm still here. Without hearing anything, without any more pressure, without any more pain. Except more sobbing and more heaving, and then allowing the wave to dissipate. And it's devastation afterwards. It's emotional devastation. There's no pills for it. There's no magic potions. No therapy technique for it. At least for me anyway. I have to deal and cope with this. Hell, now what? And then reality kicks in. With a shrill of a telephone alarm. Alerting to someone. Pick me up because I have an incoming call. It doesn't matter about your emotional soliloquy. You need to be mentally prepared for it. So your brain has to switch to automatic to deal with that. Everything else gets to be shoved right back into the damn box again. And you're not allowed to feel it until there's another trigger or another quake or something. And then you have to deal with that. That's reality. That's life. See, you're not allowed to go for the full effect and go for the full emotions. Of course, maybe there'd be some typical feelings of anger and irritation. I just put the damn phone on mute because I didn't want to hear the damn fucker. I didn't want to hear it. Before I started dealing with anybody and everybody on the damn phone, I've been driving myself crazy. That's why I have voicemail. There had been times when I had gone through this section of depression, anxiety, and then the PTSD, and then the grief kicking in and knocking my ass all up, driving, I'm crying like crazy, and then all I feel is the depression. I feel the spirit depleted. I feel the mental process is slowing at this point over here. I feel deflated. A hell of a lot of action words to use. I'm trying to describe what's going on inside your system, I'll tell you that much. And generally the cause of the thing is, well, when you know the history, then you understand the cause. I've left. It's like Mount Rushmore of clues. Mount Everest. Mountainous chains. And yet people can still miss a mountain from an anthill. It's only about size and perspective, apparently. You're focusing more on the damn anthill than you are about the damn mountain that's about to collapse on you. Hell of a thing to talk about anyway. But I'm not always at peace, so peace with myself or peace with anything else. I'm not. And on some occasions I am. Just enough to get by. No chemical shootings, nothing to be put into my gut. No creams, no ointments, no magic pills, potions, lotions, notions, phrases, actions, words, nope. I just have to go through the damn process, that's all. And it's hard as hell to go through the process. It's hard as hell. Because I'm not quite sure if I can deal with it again. And other people will look at me and wonder, what is this guy's major malfunction? Yeah, what was my major malfunction? Well, let's see. Crying my eyeballs out left and right. And telling people how the hell I felt. How my own biological body and system was trying to tear me apart left and right, limb from limb. How I was able or not able to process everything. Yeah, I am depressed. And yes, I am frustrated and going nuts. And I feel the loss, I feel the emptiness, I feel the infinite sadness. I feel all this. And it's hard as hell to talk to another person about this because how would they be able to relate? How would they be able to relate to someone who hasn't been through that process? And if they have, kind of expected maybe some kind of feedback. Even during that time, they'd have a hard time trying to explain it to you because the only thing they can tell you is, I know I've been there. I've walked in your shoes. You know, what pisses me off is when people take that for granted. They hear it so damn much that it's been taken for granted. And I understand loss from everybody else, especially deeply and passionately. There's been a lot of loss. It's the constant circle of life, renewal of life. One person dies, another person lives. sometimes we feel it's not fair, but when was life ever fair? Sometimes we think life is prejudicial. If it was prejudicial, we'd all be screwed up, wouldn't we? We couldn't look at ourselves any other way but screwed up. And we are so messed up right now as it is. I am, at least. I keep putting myself in third-party terminology. And not first person, as in me. Myself and I. I always say we or our or something like that. Of course, I could point my finger at people and say, you. That doesn't work. That's the purpose of a video for this one, is to get things off the chest. There is no lesson in how to deal with grief. There are plenty of books out there from know-it-alls who claim they've walked through this damn pain before. And I've seen so many damn postings online concerning about grief and how people are sorry, we're sorry. Oh, thank you very much for your sorry, you shove it up your ass. It doesn't help my grief right now because I'm in pain, and when I'm in pain, I get pissed, and when I'm getting pissed off, it means I'm not functioning very well one way or another. So yes, I am pissed. I am pissed, I am afraid. I am scared of what's happening these days. I don't like loss, I hate loss. You look at yourself as a cowering child. And the thing that pissed me, I can't even get this thing right, of a child sputtering like crazy because he can't put the feelings into words. He has inadequacies on that. And if he could put it into words, they'd be coming through his eyeballs or her eyeballs. The pain being reflected. The voice lowering. Explosions of fear. Loss. Yet, you can't put someone in a chair in front of a shrink half the time and let them explain this damn thing unless they have a context, unless they've been through it, unless they had some kind of perspective. Unless they've walked through the damn thing and still are walking through it. There's not much they can say except some stuff written out of damn textbooks. For me, I'm still going through it right now, even talking about this. I'm having trouble focusing and concentrating on things that's supposed to be done because the trigger's happening right now and it's putting me through the emotional headlock. And it's hard for me to even get this damn thing done. How am I supposed to explain to another person? You know, if someone else is probably saying, I need to commit suicide over this damn thing. I can't stand the pain any longer. And of course, their usual response is, have hope. Have hope because you'll get through this damn thing. And the only thing I'll be able to look at them in the eye and said, I don't know. Probably not, and we're fucked. How's that? Grab you. Well, that doesn't tell me very much, no, because what you expected is someone else to try to counteract the damn thing. You get pissed off because somebody else is pushing your buttons left and right saying, yeah, you're fucked. How about that one? Just kill yourself and get it over with. No, because we expect the complimentary hand on the back and trying to say, you're safe. You don't need to do this. I know you got a smart ass trying to tell you something else. And that usually doesn't help much either. So yeah, I'd probably look at you and you're feeling hesitancy. You're feeling inadequate at this point over here. You feel like you're shaking on the inside out. And you're looking at people saying, you don't know how I'm feeling. And I don't think I'm going to tell you, well, you don't know how the fuck I'm feeling at this point over here, so we're both in the same fucking company, aren't we, asshole? I mean, here you are belly aching about your own damn pain, and you think you want to commit suicide at this point over here. You think I like doing that damn shit myself? Start thinking about shit like that? You think this is the easiest damn thing in the world to do or talking about in the first place? The most hardest damn thing to think about is self-destruction at this point over here, because part of us are still wired, trying to fight to survive. And that's why we're going through the shakes right now, because we're in conflict. We're in conflict. I don't need a fucking book for this one. I don't need a damn psychological, Psych 101 book for this shit. Because part of me is still fighting to live. And the other part is still fed up with the pain, with the loss. It's like, no wonder there's hesitancy in trying to kill one, and which is the greater force? Which is the greater one, to live or to kill yourself and say, fuck it all? I've been through it too many damn times myself. Every time I keep losing someone, every time I keep feeling I am losing someone like that, I feel the same damn shit. I had been chemically screwed up in the head a long time ago. I'm convinced of it. I came damn close to killing myself. Me. I came damn close to killing myself, and it wasn't the easiest damn thing for me to talk about. Because it was not my fault. Probably wasn't. There had been a few times in my life I almost did. I wanted to die. The past 10 years, it's been getting intense sometimes. The rest of the time I had to shove it all. Young kid, you don't deal with the death because you have no concept of the damn thing. You see your folks gone. But my perspective is different than yours. Because I had been dead and I came back to life, and it still scared the shit out of me. Where I couldn't stand fear, I couldn't stand to live, I couldn't stand to die. I was walking in fear all the fucking time. How the hell was I supposed to tell people about this shit? I'm supposed to man up. I'm supposed to man up all the fucking time. You think that was fucking easy for me as a kid? You think that was really easy for me to comprehend this damn shit? How the hell was I supposed to tell my mother that I was afraid of everything because of the death experience I've had? And then every time I kept going over to the damn doctor's offices left and right. It's like terrific. I'm going to die again. It's like the psychological shit kicking into gear again. Great, you go to the doctor's office or hospital, you're going to die. Part of me is still thinking about that. You're supposed to go over to the doctor's office to get yourself well, or diagnosed in order to get well. Not to die. Not to have a chest cut open. Not your heart opened up. And not seeing yourself floating above yourself. And that is scary beyond scary. And being told to be back home again. You can't go back to heaven because this is your home and you have to go back again. And you go back to the pain, you go back to the living, and you go back to surviving everything else. And you have to keep struggling and fighting left and right as you keep growing up. And you keep depending on everybody else for being your own damn shields because you don't have the strength you feel like necessary inside to keep fighting left and right. I bet you for this you do. And you can't admit it to yourself because you're totally afraid of everything. You have to be a people pleaser for everybody. You don't realize the strengths are still there. And some things, what happens when they give you the choices to make, and you tell them to go fuck off. Someone offered me a hit, I told them to go fuck off. That was my own damn brother, too. I'd seen him go through hell, and then I had to tell him to go fuck off and leave home. It was hard enough for me to see him come back again as a fucking skeleton, and I saw the fear and terror in his eyes. And I saw the pain in his eyes. I saw it. I never wanted to admit it. I never even wanted to remember the damn thing, but I saw it in his eyes. Because he didn't want to die, but he didn't want to be kicked out of the family either. And I was afraid of what he turned into. But I also wanted my brother back. And I don't know if he was my brother or not. And the hardest damn thing is I saw him go through recovery. And I did get my brother back. And I depended on him more and more for strength and courage. I tried to watch his ass and protect him as much as I could. It was the hardest damn thing to see him die. The last days of his life, he was dealing with a stroke that he had, fighting for words, fighting for mobility, and giving it up. And then one day he's fighting for breath, and then he's transported in an ambulance, and he comes into the ER as a slab. It was bad enough saying goodbye to my own mom years earlier with me, signing the damn paperwork, saying our goodbyes. She was old, she withered, she tired. She wanted to go home. Left me and Dave alone. We had to get ourselves active and trying to get out of the damn game because we sure as hell didn't want to deal with the damn grief. Because we know it would tear us apart. Almost damn near tore Ma apart when she lost her own mother. Took care of her grandmother when she had a stroke for 3 years. Vegetative state somewhat, but then lucid because of her brain, because she had a stroke. Ma had many strokes, taking her away from us. And Dave had a stroke, and it was taking him away from me. You don't think I understand what it is to lose people? You don't think I understand what it is to commit suicide at this point? You say I can't deal and I can't live without my family? You say I don't understand your damn pain? Your grief, your loss? You don't think I'm not walking this damn shit and not understand what the fuck's going on? I try to reach out and sometimes I get people slapping my hand left and right. With silence. With silence. You don't think I know how that feels? Someone that says that they want to die. because they can't go on living. Pal, I know that feeling totally. And sometimes I have to wake up in the morning and I have to face life on its own damn terms, and it's hard as hell. It's not the easiest damn thing for me to go through. There are days I have to go through this shit. And I have to whine, I have to bitch, I have to gripe and get this shit off my damn chest. I have to do too many damn recordings and videos just to get this shit off. I have to sleep to get past the depressional stage for my brain to get reset. I got things stacking up around me that still needs to be done, and I can't get myself compartmentalized enough to do it. To live life. Not just to survive it, but to live. Doesn't matter how much crap you keep buying or getting. It doesn't fill holes, or how much food you shove down your throat. And see your waist size go gargantuan. Because there's no method to get rid of any of it. Except to go through the damn shit. Go through the damn pain, walk through it. Deal with the damn landmines, deal with the triggers, deal with the damn emotional roller coasters that put you through much twists and turns you want to throw up just hearing about it. You don't think I know it. It was hard enough trying to write about the stuff, and you can't even find the right words to talk about it, or let alone express the damn thing in the first place. You don't think I know that feeling? You don't think I know that look? You don't think I see that reflection in the eye? That little hesitancy in the pupils? You don't see I hadn't seen the tremors happening? The stiffness sometimes? The awkwardness, the jerks? The anger flare-ups? The constant fearful looks? The constant protective shields you keep putting up on yourself? You don't think I've seen that? I've noticed that? It takes someone who's been through it to know it. I don't need no fucking psychology books. You need someone who's already been through that damn thing. It's like trying to get through a damn disease. But there is no antibodies for you. You just have to keep fighting this damn thing. This is not like an infection. But sometimes you feel like it is. An infection of the soul and of the mind manifests itself through the body. A loved one is gone. A loved one has took away part of your heart and your soul and your memories. And there is an aching, ragged, jagged, bloody mess inside. And that's part of the dealing with your just digging at it, trying to get that hole repaired, and you can't. Your fingernails are tearing apart your own damn flesh inside your own heart. The constant pressure, the constant squeezing of the heart. Do you think that's easy enough to deal with? There is no cure for it. Except the only stupid ass way to do it is to end your own damn life. Some people have tried to find different ways to mask it. Pretend it hasn't been working. I'd rather plow through the damn shit instead of playing fucking head games over the damn thing, thinking everything's gonna be alright. Fuck it. It isn't. You survive. You go through the pain, you go through the heartache, you go through the chest compressions, the squeezing of the chambers, the tightening of the chest, the forcing out more and more tears out of your tear ducts until there's no fluid left And then the body has to scrape up more fluid. And then you have to go get more fluid to squeeze out more fluid through your tear ducts. See, I don't need all these damn crap trying to get rid of it. I'm going through the damn shit. I've put so much damn pain and memories in the emotional boxes in my damn head. And now they're coming out to haunt me. Let them. It's not bravery. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of having that damn shit put into boxes. I'd rather get this shit done and over with. I'd say, bring it on. You want to destroy my life? Destroy my life. I got nothing else left to live for except whatever I can get myself going through. I want to live, damn it. Well, I'll be damned if you're going to be putting me through an insane asylum. Because I'll fight you there too. I know what death is. I know. I'm not afraid of it. But I'm not chasing after it either. I'm not ready to be that stupid. Kill myself because I want to get rid of the damn pain? I said, fuck it, I'll deal with the fucking pain. I don't need the damn needles. I don't need the damn overeating. I don't need the pills, alcohol, whatever the hell it is people use to get rid of it. I'll go through the son of a bitch. I'll go through the son of a bitch. I'll cry my eyeballs out if I have to. I'll be depressed for the rest of my fucking life until I die. But damn it, I'm not going through this damn thing alone without a fight. You can think and you can feel and you can talk whatever you want. I'm not going out. Not like that. I'll go out my own way. Kicking and screaming and fighting my... I'll be going gumming if I have to, but... I'm not going to let this son of a bitch take me down or take me out or put me into another box. A pine box to be buried or burned alive. Fuck that. If I'm going to live life, I'm going to live life. I'll deal with the scrapes and the breaks and the pains, with the aches. I'll deal with the strokes if I have to. I'm not giving up. I can't afford to. I have lost a lot of my life. I have lost a lot of people that mattered to me. And some people I haven't had the chance to tell them how sorry I was for all the shit I put them through. And I wish to God I could have made amends with them. Including the two people that mattered the most to me in my life. My mother and my brother. My mother, Mary Ann Shaw, and my brother, David Worth Shaw. Everyone called her Mary Ann, because that was her real name, but her legal was the Ellen Ray Shaw. Shit. She was Mary Ann through and through. And David Worth, he was of worth. My God, he was worthy. I did a lot for them, and I would have done a lot more. I'm proud. What I have done as much as I could for them. And I wish I could have done a hell of a lot more for them. Even being alive is doing something for them. Trying to live my life is doing something for them. I may tear myself apart left and right. I may drive myself crazy left and right. But damn it, I'm not giving up on them. And if I happen to start thinking about I'm going to kill myself because I want to see them at this point over here, then I might as well hang my head in shame at this point over here. And be humiliated even worse. Because I come over there and I couldn't get the shit done. I'm going to get the shit done. I'm going to get the shit done. I told him I would. In order for me to do that, I gotta live. I gotta live. I gotta fight. I may be a cowardly son of a bitch, but I'm gonna fucking fight like hell. I depended on my mother and my brother for a long time for support of every sort. And I tried, and I wasn't successful caring for Ma and for my brother. I tried my damn best, and I don't think it was ever good enough. Because to me it was never good enough. I love them that much. I miss them that much. If I could tell them I'm sorry, I would. And sometimes that's just not enough. So yeah, this long-ass bellicose drama is from the heart and from the soul. And I suppose every one of those people who are trying to commit suicide have got the same damn story coming out of them. They just don't know how to say it. They don't know how to cry on camera. Pour your guts out. I'm not saying be a man, because I don't buy that bullshit. Be. You just be. That's all you can be. That's all what you're entitled to be is be. Doesn't matter what, who, anything. You just exist. And you fight for it. And you live for it. And you survive for it and you die for it. But while you're still being, you pursue. You live. You live life. Life on its terms, and you flip it around, you live it on your terms. And then you tell life to go kiss your ass, because I'm coming after your ass. You're gonna break my heart, I'm gonna break you off. You don't break my heart. My heart's already broken enough. But I'm coming after your ass. And I'm gonna break your ass, life. Bring it on, asshole. Bring it on.